previous videos and in my blog, I talked about how I travel around Europe so affordably, and one of my main sources of doing that was couchsurfing. Now, couchsurfing is great, and if you read my blog, you'll see I have a list of pros and cons of couchsurfing that I'll make a video on soon. But today we're not going to be talking about the pros. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about them cons, okay? So I recommend people to couchsurf. It's great, but sometimes you come across some awkward situations, and yeah, let me just tell you the story about the itsy bitsy teeny weeny not so yellow black bikini looking underwear guy in Italy today. Anyways, that was a lame rendition, but anyways, when I'm looking for a host, I look for a few things. 1, great reviews. 2, a lot of great reviews. 3, a filled out profile saying like a little bit about who you are, why you're on couchsurfing, and 4, a great location, preferably in the center of the area that I want to explore. So my host in Naples met basically all of those requirements, right? He had like 60 something reviews, his profile was filled out, he was literally smack dab in the center of Naples, like right next to the train station. So I was like, all right, I get you with this one. No, thinking of it now in retrospect, like I should have thought about maybe a little bit of awkwardness before I went there, because I changed my profile picture on WhatsApp. We were talking before because I like to talk to my hosts before I go to meet them. We were talking before and I changed my profile picture on WhatsApp, and it was a simple dress, and he goes, oh yes, come quickly, Wonder Woman. What? So anyways, I give him the benefit of the doubt. I get to Naples the morning after coming from Rome, and he picks me up at the train station. Now he takes me around, gives me a little tour, I see a panorama of the city, all of that good stuff. We talk. In the car, things get a little bit awkward very quickly because he asks me, do you have a boyfriend? Now, I have no problem answering this question usually, but for me, if I asking you if you have a girl, it's because I like you and I check in to see if the air clear now, boy. Because I wanna like start a little conversation. So I check in to see if the air clear. So I wondering, this man trying to check to see if the air clear with me, because that's not happening on this trip. That's not happening at all. Anyways, so I'm like, yeah, I have a boyfriend. He's in Spain, and he was like, oh, that's not really anything special. I was like, yeah, it is. I still consider my relationships very special, no matter how long or short. Now, I didn't have a boyfriend. I was just talking to somebody that I met in Spain, but he was my boyfriend. Anyways, that's not the point of the story. He drops me off, and I go for a little bit of exploration. I get stalked, but that's another story time video. A lot of crazy things happened in Naples, Italy. That's another day for that, right? So later on in the night, he meets me for dinner. We go to get pizza. Pizza is going good. I'm enjoying myself. We're talking, we're laughing. And he looks at me and he goes, he's never been with a woman like me. I trying to figure out what that mean, right? We mean a Trinidadian, a black girl, a young girl, I don't know what. And he touches my arm, just like to touch his skin, not to like feel, just like to make note to my color, right? My complexion. So I'm like, oh, okay, all right, cool. So then he goes, my friend has been with a black woman before, a woman from my region, this part of the world, and he says I should try one. So I try to figure out who he throwing that smooth talk for, because it can't be me, right? He goes, yeah, because they're like a guitar, except there's a different touch, it's a different feel, they take care of you differently, just a different way of loving. So I was like, okay, all right, maybe try one from somewhere in South America, because it can't be me, right? Anyways. It had to be like this because I cannot play the guitar. So I wasn't gonna be that girl that he was referring to. Okay. So we go back to the apartment. I have my own room, right? I'm settling down, trying to unwind because I had a long, long day. And he comes in the room. He comes in the room, guys, in nothing but a black underwear. It was like the Speedo thongs for men. It was so small. Nothing else he wore. That's just all he wore. So I was like, okay, alright. I like to free up in my own personal space too. This is your personal space. I'm a guest. I mean, still was weird. I'm a guest. Okay. This is your rules. This is Italy. This is a different country.
So small. It was so small.
So I'm sitting and the eye level was a little bit off now, boy. So I'm there looking up in his eyes, like trying to stay focused, like and he's talking to me. Now, while we were at dinner, he asked me to show him how to wine. Because we were talking about Trinidad and our soca music and carnival and all of that. And I'm like, yeah, people whine to soca. So he's like, you're gonna show me. I'm like, no, I'll show you a video. So we're out in the living room now. And he takes off the lights. I'm trying to figure out why he takes off the lights. Like, I gonna put on some kind of, what's this place? I'm gonna put on some kind of magnificent Broadway show or something here. But I ignored it, sat down, open YouTube, type in Trinidad Soca Carnival Whining, something like that, and pull up a video. Why I do that, I don't know. So I show him this video, and he looks at it and he's watching it. He's looking. And then he goes, you can't dance with a man like this. He will get hard. So I, homegirl here, trying to hold back all the laughter in the world, right? I'm like, yeah, well, you know, they do, that's what they do for carnival, right? And he goes, okay, all right. So then he starts shifting in his seat, like he crosses his legs, he shifts around to the left, he shifts around to the right, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to not pay attention to him right now. And then all of a sudden he just gets up and goes, okay, Lefa, good night. I sleep now. So I'm like, okay, all right, cool, good night, have a good night. No, 2 hours after that, I fall asleep, right? And I wake up because this man was in the room. He gave me an insect repellent, one of them plug-in ones, right? He was like, oh, that mosquitoes in the room, ting, protect yourself, cool. He gave me one of those. 2 hours later, he's in the room stealing the mosquito repellent. Like, I'm seeing him with his teeny weeny black underwear, right? Sticking out, his bum sticking out from behind the curtain, right? Stealing the insect repellent that he just gave me 2 hours ago. So I was like, alright, okay, cool. I locked it down and went back and sleep. I was like, no. So he comes back the second day and he's giving me advice on Capri. And I'm like, yeah, I want to go there. I really want to go there. And he sits next to me this time. He crosses his leg and he's like this. And he has like this really hairy chest. And he's like bald and just a little bit at the top. And I was like, whew. I was like, this is not a thing. This is not a thing. Okay. All right. But one thing for sure, when I left him, it was the most uncomfortable departure also. Like, some of my hoes, I was really sad to leave. You know, we hugged. It was really like around sentimental things. And I was just like, I'm leaving now. And he's like, okay, bye. Yeah, he was a really great host in terms of like his location. He was really helpful. Like, he gave me real tips. He gave me step by step where to go, what to do, how much you're gonna cost, everything. He hooked me up, right? He offered me food, all those kinds of things. He took me around. Great host place. See that underwear thing, dog? That was not cutting it. And I don't know if that's normal in Italy. I didn't encounter it with anyone else, but yeah, I hope it's not a normal thing in Italy. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos. I have way more stories to tell from Italy, from Spain, from France, from Amsterdam, everywhere that I went. I have a lot of stories to tell. So stay up to date And I hope you like this video. I'll see you next time, and bye.